Stardom 101. Stardom 101. Stardom 101.
Stardom 101. It's the Stardom 101 magazine podcast.
Shining light on today's tastemakers
and innovators.
Kicking with your host, Christopher Boykin.
It's the Stardom 101 magazine podcast.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining the Stardom 101 magazine podcast. We are highlighting powerful stories, purpose-driven creatives, and voices that matter. Today, I'm honored to be joined by author and advocate Teresa Busby. Teresa is an author, a devoted mother, and a social work professional whose life journey has been shaped by a profound loss. However, her unwavering faith and commitment to healing, not just for herself, but for others. She's the author of Will I Ever Get Married? And her latest deeply personal book, A Shadow of a Mother, Broken Pieces, which explores grief, healing, resilience after the loss of her son. Teresa, thank you so much for being here with us today. And we are so glad to have this conversation with you. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. All
right. I just want to do a quick check before we dive into the book and other things and other conversations. I wanted to start out with you, mentally, emotionally, and creatively, as you continue to share such a personal story of your life with the world. How are you coming to grasp with this? How are you feeling today? How are you dealing with this? Literally just in today, not overall, but how are you doing today?
I'm doing good today.
All right. That's what I want to hear. All right. One of the most powerful parts of your journey that I read, and I did some research on yourself and your story, very touching story. One of the most powerful parts of your journey is, of course, the loss of your son in 2008. Without going into too much of anything, not, without, of course, which you're not comfortable sharing, uh, what happened that day and how did that moment change the course of your life?
That moment, oh,
Take your time,
it was.
Teresa. Take your time.
It's like my whole life shifted. It's like I felt like God had failed me.
Amen. Mm.
I really did. I felt like God failed me because I had just had my daughter, who's 17 now,
Mm-hmm.
and then to celebrate his 7th birthday, not knowing that that'll be the last birthday I celebrate,
Mm.
and it's just like I blame God for years because I didn't
Wow.
understand how can you give me a child and take a child.
Mm. As a mother, a devoted mother, how did you even begin to navigate grief while still needing to show up for your other daughters? How did that work out for you?
It didn't work out good because it
I
took me
see.
a minute. It
Mm-hmm.
took me a minute to celebrate 4th of July
Mm-hmm.
because July the 1st when he got killed.
Mm.
And I'm finally open to letting my girls go to other people's houses.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of hard because you don't know people till something
Yeah,
tragic happen.
exactly. Mm.
So I live with that and not knowing that I didn't want my kids to blame me like they didn't
Mm.
have a life or, well, we can't go over to nobody's house because mom's still dealing with what happened to our brother.
Correct.
So I'm coming around along with it. My baby girl, she found and goes to her friend's house now. And
Mm-hmm.
I called them and made sure she's there. And I checked with the mom and I let her know if anything happened. But
Yeah.
my oldest girl, she don't go anywhere. She like a homebody. So
Mm.
she just like to go to my mom's house and that's it. It's kind of hard, but I'm learning to trust God in the midst of it. One death can't punish the other kids.
Understood. Your newest book, A Shadow of a Mother, Broken Pieces, is a deeply personal piece of literature, of course, to you. What made you feel that now was the right time to release this story?
Because I think there is a lot of mothers who deal with grief.
Mm-hmm.
Not only the mother, but the father too. But the mother show theirs an emotion, and father doesn't.
Mm.
Because they always was taught that they weak if they cry.
Ah.
And that's a lie.
Mm.
Because sometimes you have to let somebody know when you're broken. Because if you don't let nobody know that you're broken, how somebody know how to
How to
help
hear
you?
you. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So I felt like that it was time. I waited 17 years before I released the book.
Yeah.
And the book don't only talk about grief and healing. It talks about I get them a snip of
Mm.
Andrew life because I didn't want to write a book based on the tragedy.
That's
I want to tell a story of a young boy
mm-hmm.
who loved different activity before the tragedy happened.
Mm. Wow. You're very honest in the book, of course, about things like depression, loneliness, and even suicidal thoughts. You have put that in there as well. Why was it important for you not to sugarcoat that healing process too? A lot of people don't like to talk about that side, um, but you didn't sugarcoat it at all. So why was that important for you not to sugarcoat it?
Because I don't want nobody to feel like that nobody cares.
Mm.
Because I was one of the person that I hide mine in secret. My
Ah.
family didn't know I was going through depressed. My
Mm-hmm.
family knew I wanted to take my own life. But I know that my family couldn't help me like God could help me.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to get into a place and say, God, for you I live, for you I die.
Wow.
And God, I might don't understand it now,
Mm-hmm.
but as I grow into my faith with God, I knew that He was using me to be able to speak to other people who lost children because a lot of people can't bounce back.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Mm-hmm.
A lot of people lead to drugs and alcohol.
Mm.
I just want to be able to tell them a story of Andrew and tell them how I was in my darkest moments and how suicide and depression
Mm-hmm.
almost took me out of here.
Mm.
And I went to a church one day
Mm-hmm.
and God had spoke to the prophet. I never been to the church before. And he told me at the end of the service, he said, Woman God, can you come in for a minute? And I got up. I said, Yes, sir. And he said, God said, quit blaming yourself.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
He said, God said, I gave him to you for 7 years. And he
Wow.
said, God said, if you don't let it go, you're going to die as a broken heart.
Oh Lord have mercy. Mm.
So I realized then that it was time.
Mm-hmm.
It was time for me to accept what I could not unchange.
Mm.
So
That's a perfect segue. You speak openly about your faith being your anchor, as you were just professing moments ago. In moments where your strength felt impossible or weak, what did you learn by leaning on God? Actually, what does that help you, and how did that help you in your real life? By leaning on God and making and keeping your faith stronger. Do you think this situation is making you stronger?
yes, because I think that God used that situation or that trial or tribulation I went through
Mm-hmm.
is to bring other people who lost children back to Christ.
Back to Christ. Mm.
So that's
Yeah.
why I think God
Uh,
used me to be
mm-hmm.
an advocate for Him.
For listeners who may be struggling silently, there's some people out there silently. We talked about that briefly, who be going through things. What would you want them to know about surviving grief one day at a time? Keyword one day at a time, because it took you moments and years and steps to get to this point right now. So, what do you want the listeners who may be struggling with something similar like this to know?
I want them to know that just get in the place of trusting God.
Mm-hmm.
Trust God even when you can't trace Him.
Mm.
And knowing that if He bless you, when He bless you with a child, He bless you with a time. It's like we born on a certain day and we die on a certain day.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not for us to say, well, why did God happen to me?
I
You
see.
could you could question God, but know that your healing might take longer than the next person healing.
Mm.
Don't mean that God's not working behind the scene on you.
I know.
Because I looked at my situation. I went through it like Joe did. I just leaned onto God unchanged hands.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kept on believing that one day it was gonna get better. One day I'm gonna be able to speak about it and not even be able to share a tear.
Wow.
So I'm at that place right now. I want people to know that
Mm-hmm.
God is real.
Mm.
And if you have to seek help, get help.
Mm-hmm.
I I just I just trusted God because I'm so private.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I didn't want people looking at me. well, he been gone for 17 years. It's time for you to get over it.
Huh.
But grief don't have no expression dates,
There you go,
you
Teresa.
know.
There you go. Yes, sir. Mhm.
And and even if my baby's gone, he been gone for 17 years.
Mm.
But I still love my son like he was still here,
Yeah. There
you
we go.
know. So my advice to anybody who dealing with grief and silence,
Mm.
take it one day at a time
There you go.
and don't rush it. Because when God say it's time,
It's time.
they'll know to trust me, they'll know when it's time.
There you go. That's perfectly said. That's perfectly said. You also deeply rooted in social work, which I found awesome. You earned your bachelor's degree and you're working towards your master's by 2026. That
Yes.
is, there you go. How has your professional training shaped the way you process things and helping yourself and furthering your education? How has that helped you continue to strive on to something higher in your educational realm?
Well, I think social work is my passion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking to going back to school when I finish in May to be a grief counselor
Oh, wow, that's good. Mm-hmm.
because I want to be able to speak on grief. I want to be able to let people know that, just 'cause you come see cancer, you have
Mm-hmm.
to get to the root of the problem.
There you
You know,
go.
everybody can put a band-aid on it to get a check.
Mm.
But if they going in there the same way they coming out, you ain't help
You
nobody.
ain't helping enough. There you go.
And I believe that for you to be able to help somebody, for them to
Mm-hmm.
be able to see your passion about what you do, you have to been and gone through something.
Mm.
And for example, I can't tell nobody about suicidal if I never been suicidal.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell nobody about depression if I never been depressed. It always have to be something
Mm-hmm.
that you have to go through
There you
to be
go.
able to help the next person
You
to
gotta go through.
overcome.
Mhm, mhm. And a lot of people don't wanna go through stuff, they just wanna be able to become the lead or the source for that thing, but you haven't even experienced it, couldn't walk a mile in the shoes.
Yes.
Mhm. Wow, that's good. Let's talk about what you're currently promoting. You recently had an interactive book signing, and you also have a nice upcoming event coming up in December, actually, very close in Tennessee. So we're getting there real quick. What can people expect uh, when they meet you in person, at this event and these things that you got going on?
Well, I'll be at the pop-up shop in Cordova
Hmm.
this Saturday for the Christmas jazz concert they having,
Nice.
and I'll be there. And when they see me, I'm
Huh.
just I'm just a down to earth person. You ask me anything, then they probably get tired of me talking about God, but that's all I can talk about because I don't hang in the club. I don't go. I don't go. I don't hang in the streets. It's
Yeah,
work. It's work and home for me.
I know that's what.
So I'm just a down to earth person. So if you
Hmm.
ask me something, I'm an open book. So.
There you go. Okay. And for those just discovering you, where can they find A Shadow of a Mother, Broken Pieces in your first book, Will I Ever Get Married? Is there a platform those books are available about for people that's listening in?
Yes, sir. They on Amazon.
Perfect. That's what we're going to make sure I go to Amazon and check those two literatures out. We're going to plug them and give them that information to those books in the show notes of this episode. So don't worry about that, of course.
Mhm.
You're also working on a future children's book project around grief and bullying and depression and emotional wellness as well. Why is it important for children to have a safe, age appropriate conversations around topics like these? The topics that nobody really want to talk about, but you obviously touching on these topics, and you have a children's book coming up. Why is that important for you?
Because my daughter dealt with bully.
Yeah.
My baby girl dealt with bully because when she was little,
Mm,
she had a surgery and her hair never grow back. So
mm,
she got a little afro, and she
mm-hmm,
always talk about they call her a little boy. But bullying is important because bullying is when people get bullied,
mm-hmm,
a child don't know how to express themselves.
mm-hmm,
So they go into their house and they're too afraid to tell their parents. And then sometimes when they don't tell their parents, they parents discover them taking their own life.
mm-hmm.
So I think if I can write a book and let the other children know that somebody out there cares,
Mm.
you know.
That's perfect. That's a perfect segue. And Teresa, we always like to leave episodes like this on a little lighter note. just to kind of shift the camaraderie a little bit. But for you, what's one fun or unexpected fact that most people probably don't know about you? And that if they meet you, they'd be like, "I didn't know she do that. I didn't know that," or whatever have you. Is anything fun in like elevator fear?
That's it. I don't like the elevators.
There you go.
I do not like the elevators.
That's okay. That's okay. Any other things you want to promote and talk about or want the people to know, the listeners to know at this point as we close out, Teresa?
And I opened a T-shirt brand. I
Oh,
opened a
nice.
T-shirt brand
Mhm.
dedicated to my son. I took different quotes out of my book, and I created a T-shirt brand. So I got 10 designs that I already have.
What? So that's gonna be a like a merchandise brand. You can get some
Yes,
product and stuff? Okay. And,
yes,
you working on that, and that should probably be available sometime next year?
yes.
That is gonna be cool, alright. And so once again, let the people know where you're gonna be at Saturday and how they can connect you to you at this event. What's going on Saturday?
Saturday, I'm gonna be at Condover, Tennessee,
Mhm.
at the jazz concert with West Love, and I'm gonna be there, and I'm just gonna be out there. I might bring a couple of my T-shirt brand, but I'm definitely gonna have my books there.
All right. Well, Teresa, we thank you for your honesty tonight, your courage, and once again for trusting us with your story. Your voice is definitely helping so many people feel less alone in their travels and their journeys. And for the listeners, we want to make sure you guys follow Teresa, support her work, her books, her projects on Amazon. They're on Amazon available right now. We will have the links to those books directly in the show notes of this episode. And make sure y'all go tap into her. She's going to be in Tennessee Saturday at this event. Make sure y'all walk up to her, say hi, and continue to have a good conversation with her. But Teresa, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you tonight.
All right, thank you.
All right, you have a good one. This has
You
been a
too.
Stardom101 Magazine podcast. Until next time, you guys be good and God bless. Thank you.
Are you on the rise to stardom? Well, get featured in the next issue of Stardom 101 magazine and promote your business or products today. Text MAG to 804-550-8647 or visit stardom101mag.net.
You're listening to the Stardom 101 Magazine podcast with Christopher Boykin. Be sure to subscribe and download this episode, and continue to listen to Stardom on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts.